Guild Wars 2, Episode 2, Sprite bottles must die!
I had a weird dream last night where I was in service of an immortal dark power.
Morrissey?
I forget, it was some person who was like a villain from like a comic book villain, like not even like a dark, like devilish persona, but just like a comic book villain that's just can't die.
Yeah.
And I was like, had somehow been roped into being their like sidekick or assistant, and I was also immortal in this premise, and it spanned like, I think it was supposed to take place over centuries or decades, the events in my dream. At one point there was like a stealing of a panel van, and some kind of chase scene. It was really weird.
Yeah, this is already disturbing me more than the lighthouse.
It was just the whole like dream, and I woke up like twice, and then I went back to sleep, and I lapsed into that dream again. So it continued for quite some time, and it was just like I kept wanting to not be like committing like horrible crimes and being in the service of this dark character, but I knew that their power far exceeded my own, so there was no way I could escape. So I just had to go along with it, like Starscream and Transformers.
I think you're describing how I am with my sex drive.
Noah, once more in service to a darker power he cannot truly fathom. Do you think, Noah, if you will, go with me on this, if you were going in, you see that this girl has horrible, nasty teeth on the inside of her flesh pocket, okay? You see this, but yet you still find yourself overcome by this overwhelming arousal that cannot be sated. Imagine if you see this, you see the teeth, you look down at your penis, which is now fully erect, and now you see you're thinking, well, there's nowhere really to put it, but we've come all this way. So you put it in there anyway, and you're pumping away, and the flesh of your dick is eroding away because the teeth, while they haven't yet clenched down, are still sharp, pointy things, and they are rubbing against your penis in a quite uncomfortable way. Imagine then that just as you are about to reach that moment, that fateful moment, climax, the teeth, as the girl bucks her hips, her teeth in her lower teeth, if you will, clamp down hard on the head of your dick. And just before you're about to reach release, the head of your dick is torn, bitten, sheared clean off. Do you think enough spunk could spill out of there to feasibly still impregnate her?
I don't know. I think I'd be tempted to say. So I'm guessing Invisalign is out of the question.
I'm laughing at what you said, but also again, the stark visual of you in this position, in this moment, looking up at the camera and going, and just saying that, and then the laugh track kicking in the background.
I'm just like
as just blood and smegma and just everything spews out of your mangled penis.
There's just like a backsplash. There's backsplash hitting me off the walls of the room. And I was like, well, I guess Invisalign's out of the question. I think I actually made a song about that. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Just bite on into the funk.
You're gonna have to crank the volume on this.
Alright. Thanks for the warning.
Such teeth, and it shows pearly white. Just a
alright, now you're setting expectations, because if I see teeth at some point, and this song isn't in there, at least as the trailer, like at least as the end credits music, I'm gonna be horribly pissed.
Yeah.
I will not be happy at all.
Well, then you just gotta grow a set of your own. You can make a fan film.
I feel like there are a few more steps in there that you're missing. Most notably, I don't have a gash. I've got a big old, well, not big perhaps, but I've got a certainly noticeable schlong just hanging down. It's far in the way.
Jake, that's why we're gonna go to the lighthouse and have a shovel duel on top. I'm gonna take care of that for you.
Yeah, can we film a? Well, we need to do that, and then like you in your costume, right? And then just you could probably have Nathan dressed up as Winslow. He'd probably be the closest of anybody.
Yeah.
And then just have you two dueling it out there and shoot it in the exact same aspect ratio and everything as the lighthouse, and then start buying physical copies of The Lighthouse and splice that in at the end instead of the true ending. Leave people very. And then wait, like, do it enough that you can see the IMDb ratings changing. When people go, you know what? They really jumped the shark at the end with the shovel duel, and the cinematography was just not up to snuff with the rest of the film. I don't know what they were thinking there.
It's an art film. It's all fair.
Did Willem Dafoe get a lot more? I don't know. Was he always farting that much at the end? I don't know. That line about Cheez-Its was really strangely misplaced. That doesn't seem like it would fit in.
The closing shot is just me with a sailor hat, and you see me from this angle with my butt out, farting directly into the camera, and some sort of like, tornado goatee.
This is just me slowly caressing my body pillow straight out of the box before the covers even go off. Like, just as it gets to like the last this part right here where it kind of starts to break down, or no, the outro, because this song is a fade out, right?
Yeah, I think that's a good part.
I'm pretty sure. So as it gets to that moment, there's those clips, like a slow motion clip in black and white of me like laughing and pointing at my TV, like probably watching The Lighthouse. No?
Yeah.
Watching I don't know, Fate Zero or something, like a really sad scene from an anime, but laughing at it. And then I'm just, so anyone who's watching knows that something's up, and I'm just like holding the body pillow caressed in my arms, like up like this. And then as that's happening, the scene slows down. You can tell it gets into a really low frame rate as it's trying to go so slow. And then it cuts to another scene where you just see my legs, and the body pillow is just laying on my low bed. And then you just see a sticky, whitish fluid spurt onto the face.
The perfect twist ending. Anyway.
Yeah, I do twist it. That's the thing.
Hold on.
You give it a little crank. You know, you really start it up. That's what my dad taught me. You know, he said, give it a twist. Give it a twist. You really get going when you give it a twist. The pain. I say, when you're down there, you're in the spank dungeon. I tell you what you do is you just give it the old Indian Burn 2000. That'll really, you'll blow fat loads the likes of what the mortal realm has never seen since Sauron was defeated. I tell you what, boy. And then we finally get to the Wawa, and he's like, anyway, get me a sandwich. Go on.
He's like, you learned how to tie knots in scouts, right? Well, you're about to get a whole new kind of handle on the rope, let me tell you what.
The funny thing is, I memorized none of the knots that I was supposed to learn.
I think I knew like two briefly for like a couple months.
I kind of understand, like, the one that I remember of is a square knot, but I never actually knew how to tie it, and I completely forgot everything else.
Yeah, that might have been the one. I might have learned a cinch knot briefly.
Yeah, I do recall being taught them. I recall distinctly being taught them. I just remember, even at the moment, not understanding anything.
Yeah. I think the cool thing about the Boy Scouts is that they teach you how to tie knots and like how to like use a like axe and set up tents and stuff, and at no point do they teach you how not to get molested. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, I would give the game away.
I'm not saying that everybody's going to track the same way I do, but I'm just saying that it took me a while to get to the point where I can even write stuff out. And,
no, that's understandable. And a lot of that does come with like maturity and like a level of like procrastinating for so long, you come out the other side of it. It's like,
yeah.
Not like the act of procrastinating for so long, but like having a habit of that for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
it helps you make a change.
That's part of the reason my proselytize just about is because I waited a literal year to get it checked out. So, like you know.
The birth of a hero.
Sometimes you come out on the other side and the piss doesn't, and that's really the real issue.
That's a merch idea. Just a Noah's straining face sitting on a toilet, just screaming into high heaven, pounding his chest, and then just block letters below that says, "Sometimes you come out on the other side and the piss doesn't." Honestly, if I thought you were more of a hacky comedic sort, I would be inclined to say that'd be your Larry the Cable Guy get her done thing. that you'd end every show with.
Yeah. Hot Pockets. This is the story of how I got involved with the Russian Hot Pocket Mafia. What's the deal with Take My Wife Please? No.
Yes. Get Out of Line for John Panette. I had known that one. Christopher Titus. She took the kids, man.
Kramer.
Come on out of these skinny jeans, boy.
It's all about priorities.
Let me put on my +10 hot pants of erectile dysfunction.
My enchanted hook-shaped banana hammock of Peyronie's. I roll for penile correction surgery. You have to roll for charisma to get better prices on your back alley penile correction surgery. I roll for medicine to see if I can yank it back into shape myself. I roll for
save on the insurance.
I roll for a 90-degree angle.
You get a 5. Your penis is still slightly crooked, and there's nothing you can do to fix it. You are powerless to stop the penis crook. You do gain +3 and intimidation against undead when you drop your trousers, though.
I always said my penis is a wayward woman.
The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Penis. Wayward penis is an issue.
It's not good. It's not good. I'm the stuff that swears me, Gremlin.
The new face of streetwear, Noah's Guild Wars character.
we do what we can. Heroic booster, frick yeah, I'm never gonna use that. Oh no, I just applied it.
This would be good music to score drunken dazed adult trick-or-treating.
Yeah, that would be good. This would be good.
You go to your local church's trunk or treat and refuse to admit that you're a grown-ass man.
Well, I'm a child of God. That's gotta count for something. I'm just happy you pull out a trunk or treat reference. I haven't heard that term in years.
I see you two went to. Well, I know you went to Christian church. So that makes sense.
Christian woman blasting out of my car during trunk or treat.
Now that's enough reason for me to conquer my aversion to children, just to hear that. Here, go to the. This is the typo negative car, sweetheart. You don't want to go there. Halloween will get a little bit spooky.
I don't know. I got a few more songs in me if you do, but
I will go until I need to get up to piss or things get too late. I think the first will come sooner.
Okay, well, if you gotta go, we can just call it a night.
No, you're I'm gonna get off like you can put in another song. Alright. I'm doing endurance training with my bladder. I wear a weighted cock ring to train my piston ability like Goku.
I've had it since the age of 12. My doctor told me it would help a bedwetter like me. Unfortunately, all it does is make me wet the bed more when he tugs on it to wake me up.
Hello, Dr. Cox. I'll be expecting your winky now, boy.
Thank you for your help.
Never gets old.
I think the problem is that it does get old. Isn't that?
Yeah. A fairest point is the winkies do. Where's the winky of eternal youth, I wonder?
This withered, aged winky has yet to feel love.
When I was doing that, my brain was going to like a Dark Souls character.
You're freaking hardened and bitter sea dog winky.
It's fallen Hawkwood's Winky from Dark Souls 3. Hawkwood, the disgraced undead legionnaire.
Disgraced Winky.
Disgraced. Here's your loot drop for beating this boss. The disgraced Winky of the old lords. This is what we stay up for late night hours for.
Yeah. We're not flying. We're falling with style. Buzz Lightyear approaching Tower 2.
Unlock your abilities.
Oh, those kind of here. Okay, yeah.
Busted.
This is the music to sneeze to.
My new Spotify playlist, tracks to sneeze to. Whoop.
Hello, I'm back.
Back. What's up?
Well, I helped my mom, and that took a second. Then my mom, on my way back to my room, my mom was like, "Hey, could you get me a drink?" And I'm like, "Alright." She's like, "I think I need something carbonated." I'm like, "Alright, I'll go get you a Sprite." So I go in to get the Sprite, and I'm like, "Well, I'll put some in the fridge, so that there's a few chilled ones for her." I pulled out 2, put them in the mini fridge, and then I'm like, "Alright, well, I'll grab the 3rd one and just get this for 2 her now, because she needs it now." So as I did it, it slipped immediately from its plastic binding and went straight onto my big toe. So then I proceeded to hop about the room, grunting vigorously, getting quite annoyed. Obviously, I was not pleased.
Yeah,
so
imagine not.
I waddled into the living room and gave my mom her Sprite, and she's like, "Oh, put some ice on that." I'm like, "I will." So I hobbled back to the schoolroom. And I'm like, alright, it's time I seek revenge on this Sprite. so what I did was...
Make it right.
I'm like, well, it's been on my toe, so nobody's going to be able to drink this now. So I'm going to have to throw it out. So I'm like, what if I just go outside and spike this off of the ground? so I open the door, I walk outside on the porch, and I spike it off the ground, and it explodes and shoots into the yard. And I'm like, I'll get that in the morning.
Nice.
And then I remembered that we have a fruit fly problem, so then I went and I rinsed all the Sprite off the ground. But it was worth it, because that moment of release when I saw that Sprite explode, I was just like, ah, victory!
Dark release, finally!
Yeah, it was
vengeance!
It was
That's
worth
great.
it. Now I have ice on my toe, because my dad was nice enough to get me some ice. So,
Nice. Yeah.
worth it.
That's a long fucking swiftness buff. That's actually really good.
Oh my god, there's a giant assaulting this town. There's just so many dead. There's so many dead soldiers. Oh my god, it's a massacre.
Suddenly, Vietnam flashback.
Let me scream. Look at how many dead bodies there are.
Oh my god. The humanity of it. Remember when the Giants fought at Passchendaele? That was crazy. Battle of Verdun was forever changed. That's a big boy.
This is a group event. There's nobody here.
But it's fine. You've got your clones. You don't even need anybody else.
I guess I could
Yeah,
revive
oh
some.
my god.
Okay. Well, I guess I could revive some of these guys before I started to fight. Oh, hello. Nice. Many thanks. Let's get these suckers off the ground. Alright, I'm playing medic.
Medic!
Where are you going?
Medic!
Piece of garbage. He's just walking away. You're supposed to fight the giant with me, you frick. Okay, there we go. There's
That is a lot of dead soldiers.
It's a real problem.
Truly a slaughter.
Well, that was quick. That guy did not last long. Wow.
Death took him.
Okay, I think he's gonna go revive that guy. I think. Nope, he just ran away. Alright.
Steampunk land. Missile. Like a Victorian esque cover of Futureland by AIDS. I don't even know what that sounded like.
Euro Baroque.
Euro Baroque. Baroque neck.
Baroque. When I say my tips.
I feel like that would be like a heist movie that's just all like mid to late 1800s composers being summoned to to do a heist of like the secret archive beneath the Queen's like bedchamber or whatever.
That sounds kind of sick, actually. Let's make
Honestly,
it. Let's do it.
yeah, let's make it happen.
Going for Baroque.
Going for I like it. I like the Ocean's 11, except it's like Mozart and Tchaikovsky and everything.
Mozart made a song called "Lick My Butthole" or something in German. So there's that. He was very immature.
Truly an autist.
So. There's definitely like a buddy heist comedy angle for going for Baroque.
If we couldn't make a movie about it, we could still write it.
Yes, that is true. At the very least, we could produce probably like a fake trailer for it and like make it like a sketch.
That honestly sounds fun. That sounds great.
Yeah,
just really shoddy like conductor cosplay.
I feel like Brennan could probably be Mozart. Probably.
I love to see that. The more I think about it, the more it sounds appealing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It sounds like something that would have been on like that Mad TV cartoon they ran on Cartoon Network a while back.
Yeah.
God, this place is spooky looking. It's shrouded in a thick purple fog. It's like Prince just walked in here and ripped a fat fart. My God. I just remembered, I had forgotten this deepest Ben 10 lore, but in Ben 10, the plumbers were like a secret society of high-ranking space police.
That's fun.
So throughout the original series, like their fucking uncle or grandpa, whatever the fuck his name was talking about being a plumber and like going around in a shitty RV, and then it turned out that what a plumber was actually like an intergalactic cop. The sequel series. Really fun. I don't think about plumbers a lot. I think that's the problem. I need to atone for my sins by calling Len the plumber. Hey, is it Len? Yes. Yeah, this is Len. Why are you calling? Just wanted to talk. Felt like I needed to check in.
You call the plumber like it's a suicide hotline. I don't know, man.
Excuse me, is this Len the plumber?
I don't know, Len. Ever since the pipes exploded, I feel like I'm kind of running out of options here. I'm not sure if Flex Seal is going to be able to fix this hole in my heart.
That'd be a fun podcast bit.
Yeah. When the plumber's
just calling help hotlines, but they're just always being depressively suicidal or suicidally depressive. The trick of it is you got to lead up to it. You got to lead them on, and then try to like start revealing how dangerous things really are.
We call an REI and start asking for really sharp objects and woodland supplies.
Hey, do you guys have like a paracord? Yeah? How much? I don't need much. I only need like 5 feet. Don't ask. I'm thinking of like going out in the woods for a bit. Yeah, a bit of a trip, yeah. What? You know, how long will we be staying there? Well, I won't need to make the trip back, so I don't need much supply. A tent? No, I won't need a tent. No. Actually, do you have a tent that's really sealed? Yeah. Do you yeah, like a really sealed? Yeah. I need that and a canister of nitrogen. Do you have that? I could like fill the tent with so that there's not a lot of oxygen in there. Maybe. Actually, do you have something I could connect to my car's exhaust so I could funnel that into the tent?
I'll go into AutoZone. Hey, I need. No, we go into Home Depot. I'm revenerating.
Revenerating.
Is that even a word?
Tell Noah, what does that mean?
I don't know.
No. You know.
Revenerating.
I know, but I gotta know, do you know? I know you're gonna look it up. No.
Revenerating is not a word.
No, it isn't.
You told me you knew what it meant.
I do know what it meant. It means nothing.
I want to see Scissor Edward Hands, the movie.
Scissor Edward?
Yes. It's a giant pair of scissors with 2 Johnny Depps on its arms. My favorite new power metal artist, Marilyn Manslayer.
That might
Maryland
exist.
Manowar was right there, and I just missed it.
Yeah, it was.
I'll never forgive myself.
Never forget Maryland Manowar. When you get to the afterlife, which is as every power metal group ever predicted it would be, Metal Valhalla.
Maryland.
When you get there and Odin is there and he's wearing a Megadeth t-shirt, you'll be asked, can I get in? And you'll be like, or he'll be like, no, you can't, because you messed up and you didn't say fucking Maryland Manowar. You can't. You have to go to 100 Gex Hell. That's where you go.
Oh god.
That's the opposite of Power Metal Heaven. Power Metal Valhalla. Crazy Frog is there
is basically if you used hard base to introduce your pronouns. That's what 100 Gex is the best. That's the best description I can.
That's the most apt description I've heard, based on what little music of theirs I've heard.
Yeah.
You go to 100 Gex Hell and Crazy Frog is there in a pot of boiling oil, and the Gummy Bear song is playing 100% of the time.
Also, I lost that joke and then I found it, so it's a Maryland Prodigal Son. I gotta go kill a separatist. Hold on here.
It sounded like you were getting out of your chair. What the
I was scooching. It would be funny if I had to go kill
You
a separatist in real life, though.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Like, oh, I've got to kill one of those Texans that wants Texas to be its own country. Either that, or you were going to go fight the CIS from Star Wars Clone Wars.
Yeah, I was gonna go beat up on some droids and hit them
Yeah,
with
you were gonna go
exploding
beat
Sprite
it.
bottles.
Were you just gonna go punch Newt Gunray in the dick?
Yeah, I was gonna slam a Sprite bottle into his testicle.
Oh no, my Nemoidian testes. I have 3 of them. They're green and wrinkly.
It's my favorite culinary delicacy. I was trying to think of the
They
word
love them
culinary.
in Colorado.
I was trying to say the word culinary, and I just kept thinking of the word Cuisinart. So I almost said like Cuisinary.
Cuisinart.
Oh my god.
What's happening to you now?
Not
Are you
good
okay?
things.
Are you okay?
I hope so.
I don't think you are.
Oh god.
I pronounce you with not good.
Dude, I can't talk. I pronounce you which have Newt Gunray testes. Oh god, I think I'm finally reaching my mental breaking point for realsies this
Sounds
time.
like it. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that wants to accelerate that transition.
Yeah, I don't blame
I want
you.
to find out what'll happen,
It is quite amusing.
my cow's getting fucked up.
He's such a good fighter. He made you look good.
You certainly showed him what for.
I thought I was gonna have to fight the child, and I got excited for a second.
Just for a moment, hope.
Ah, the toddler adjudicator strikes once again.
Oh, the kid in my heart. Oh, the kid in my pants. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Now we're cooking with heat. Or gas.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking with pneumatic waves.
Now I understand why you don't cook.
I make a mean hash brown sock, though. You figure out what that looks like.
I have somewhat of an idea, and I'm not happy about it.
You know, the Boy Scouts
I'm never coming for dinner.
Well, I am.
I may have made beef stew with coconut milk, but I didn't put any socks in it.
Oh god, that's
Yeah,
so-
you ate it and said it was good, so that's why I know something's wrong.
okay. Oh god, am I alive? What's happening here?
No, you've been dead this whole. You've been dead since January.
That explains a lot.
Become the bear.
When I overeat during Thanksgiving.
Gentle man by side. The Irish man by side.
The Irish man.
That joke hit historically hit way harder than it should have.
Yeah, the
That's why I remember it.
It's still funny. Instead of the Irishman, the Irishman.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. There's no context change.
There's no reason you should be laughing at that.
It's not the Irishman. It's the Irishman.
You better hope
It's still
they
good.
don't. Now I'm like sad that movie wasn't airing like right now. Is I want to go to the movie theater. Like, what's gonna happen is if ever I'm in like a group of people and you're there, but like no one else is familiar, I will. They'll be like, "Hey, what movie do you want to watch?" Maybe it's like some kind of getting to know people function. It's like watch a movie, have a pizza night. Like, what movie does everyone watch? And I'm like, "Hey, could we rent The Irishman?" And you're gonna start cracking up or something,
Yeah.
and everyone's gonna be so confused, and I'm gonna ruin your chances to make new friends.
Oh, I don't need new friends. I just need one Irish man.